Alright, so what you need to start, you need your breaker bar and socket to take your lug nuts off for the wheels. Need a 1/2 inch ratchet or 3/8, whatever you can get to fit an 18 millimeter that you'll need for the rear caliper bolts and lower control arm. And then a 21 millimeter socket for the front caliper bolts to be able to take the caliper off the rotor, to be able to remove the rotors. Flathead screwdriver just for prying. The brake pads to compress the pistons inward, so when you put the new pads on, you're able to fit them in there. Hammer to be able to knock out the pins in the calipers to be able to get the brake pads out. A floor jack, a 3-ton. You could do a 2-ton or 1.5 ton. I use the second jack for supporting the lower control arm because you'll have to put that underneath the caliper to raise it up a little bit to get the bolt back in whenever you take that bolt out. Before all the rotors. Oxidation. Time to get the car jacked up. Lug nuts loosened up. Put the wheel off. Hubs all nasty. Had to paint it before too. Oxidation on the rotor. Usually goes away when you hit the brakes, but it's nasty. Going to get the wheels cleaned up when they're off. Get rid of that brake dust build up. Take a small punch, knock out the pins. Once the pin's off, just put your brake pad back in here. Get a flathead screwdriver and just pry like this to compress the caliper back in some so it's able to fit when you put the new pads on. And you're able to take it out. And then once you got the pads off, you take out these 2 bolts here so you can take the caliper off so you can remove the rotor. To do the rear, you need to get this 18 bolt for the lower control arm right there. And take it out. To get to the caliper bolt you need over here, right up there, because you can't get a socket on it. There's the top one, but you can't get to the bottom without dropping this lower control arm here. So you just need to get an 18 millimeter socket on this side and then put the wrench on the smaller side over here to be able to get to it. Little after video. Look how pretty those look. It's raining outside too. The old ones already have surface rust on them. That looks like that. These are all pretty. Really accent the wheels very nicely too.